What is going on, fam and friends? We're here again, day 986 in a row, the Renaissance Man Show, and we're going to get into it like we do every day. So subscribe, ding the bell, and I'll see you in a minute.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Sunday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 986 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day. So subscribe, ding the bell, let everybody know that we're here every night. We're here getting down like we do. And I'm not sure what we're going to do tonight, just like every night. But I'm sure it's going to be something like with a guitar in my hand, with a microphone in my face. You know, that type of thing. What's that, Zabrowski? No, Zabrowski, don't mess with me while I'm in the middle of an intro. Don't ask me if I tuned your microphone while I'm in the middle of an introduction. You know better than to ask me. Ask Joanne. She's your sound guy. Yeah. Joanne, I know you've got a horrible tone and you can't hear it. You get your voice. You think you sound good, but you should be able to at least recognize whether or not Zabrowski's at a right tonal level, at the volume that we need him at. No, you should have absolutely learned that in school. No, Zabrowski, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to deal with it today. We've got 1:49. What do you want, a sound check now? You want a sound check while I'm in the middle of my intro? You know, it's like he gets a check and he wants to check me against the friggin' walls like I'm in a hockey match. No, Zabrowski, that's what it feels like. Like you get your way, plus you also had your way. Like, what? Unbelievable, right? I do want to say hi to Red, and to Aspen, and to Sub-Zero, and to Trish, and to Sig, my brother. Kicking it here with me from the tap. Going to play cards. Red, what cards do you play? Now you said that a few times. And drifting. What cards do you play? Texas Hold'em? What are you playing? Gin Rummy? Are you playing Pinnacle? Are you playing Pinnacle? I don't know anybody who plays with Pinnacle. Terrible golf balls. I don't even have Pinnacle golf balls. Oh, you know what? For the long drive contest. Yeah. I hit it a mile. What did you have? A Pinnacle? That's why. It's a friggin' brick. Yeah. Anyway, so it is day 986 in a row. We are 14 away from the 1,000th day in a row. I found out a new platform today. You guys have to join me over there. It's called Big O. Big O Live. Yeah. This is crazy. So I've been live here for 986 days in a row. I went over there and did a live and like 70 people came on. 70. Twice today. Without even like trying. Just went on the air. 70 people were like, hey, what's this about? 986 days in a row. Give me the woohoo, man. We needed Zabrowski. Woohoo! That was awesome. You know what? That brought me up a level. I was starting to feel down on myself, buddy, because we're here, we're getting sucker juiced, right? And I'm like, you know what I mean? Kenneth, how are you, my friend? So bottom line is we've been here for 986 days in a row trying to divide the world from the negativity. This world's trying to divide us from each other based on a ton of lies and deceptions. And, you know, I think at the end of the day, people are who they are. They're not going to change. There's a lot of rotten people out there in every profession. There's a lot of good people out there. The good people need to gravitate to one another and come together and form a really nice cohesive group where we can live in the light. The other people can do whatever the frig they want. They're going nowhere fast. But this is the time to enlighten. That's why the show is called Renaissance Man. It's because everything we do here is in the moment. There is no script. We take this guitar and we write songs, come up with comedy in the moment, and before you know it, some magic is made. Give me a backdrop here. Where's my backdrop? Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that family. Why is this not? Oh, that's why. You may have to tune up the volume. Why am I Oh, I know why. My guitar synthesizer has to be set up a certain way or else it doesn't work. Keep doing the same freaking thing. Just to flush out what it would all seem like. Alright, it was all crap because I let it all get out of control, but just the intro was nice. So guys, 14 days from now it will be day 1,000 in a row. And I can't wait. We're going to just drive into the thousands. I'm going to get my life for 1,001 days in a row. That's what we do here. You can go for 1,001 if you want. So I'm thinking about bringing in these people from Bigo. I don't know if there's anybody there. It seems like there are people on, but I'm just not sure. So I thought maybe we would, incorporate them into the show. I could do a little, I could film the screen or something so they see it. And then maybe we will get some people to actually, some new people to see the show. Because the YouTube blows. Again, 2 days in a row, guys, I got a yellow freaking warning sign from YouTube. What did I do yesterday that was so offensive? Nothing. Nothing. What did I do 2 days ago that was so offensive? Nothing. 2 awesome days in a row. 2 awesome shows in a row. I specifically didn't say anything because I know they're looking at me. I specifically didn't say anything, and they still gave me 2 yellows, these jerks. So I would love a new platform, to be honest, because this doesn't seem like they're going to ever let me out of their chains. But we can possibly find a new place to be. Twitch should be the place. We just have to build it out. Twitch is a great platform, but we until we get a certain amount of people, like we have to have more than 4 or 5 people or something like that for 28 days in a row. And at that point, then I turn it into like a better platform, give you badges and stuff, and you guys can really be a part of the show, more like a D-Live situation. Really? Which we are on. We're also on D-Live. And on Zuckerchooch. Now, I want to share something with you guys. This is again coming full circle. Because yesterday, my friend Tony over on Facebook sends me this message. Out of the blue. I haven't heard from Tony in a while. This is what Tony sends to me. Ready? Tony. Let me see if you can see this. Come on. Come on, zoom in. Make it work. They're blocking everything you put out. All right? That was from my friend Tony. They're blocking everything you put out. So I said, what do you mean? I said, I know 985 days in a row of suppression. Not sure how to get this content out with these tech Nazis. How are you able to recognize it? I said, is it the 4 views on every show on Facebook with the 3,000 friends? LOL. So he says, it tells me content not available. I've seen that too myself, where I've uploaded something. I go to change it like a second later, and it says content not available. They immediately block anything I put out. Anything people post of mine too. If you post anything of mine on YouTube or on Facebook, anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere. Facebook, I'm pretty sure nobody sees it when you post it. They literally shut it down. They're like, oh, it's Mark's, shut it off. It doesn't go out to anybody. It just sits on your page. My buddy Austin, 5 to 10 likes on everything he posts. He put out the Dr. Evil clip. He put out Running on Empty. He put out the President She-Hole thing. He's put out a lot of stuff. Not 1 like on anything because nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. Facebook shuts me off. So he said, he says, yes, it's something like the content you want is unavailable. The person doesn't want to share it or wanted to. He said, I wanted to screenshot it, but when I went back to view it again, it was gone. Because I can see all the stuff you've posted from your page, but it asks me to download some crap that has nothing to do with your content. You're being shut down, it looks like to me, is what he says. And he says there are alternate sites popping up like Rumble, I think Twitch and Parler. I listen to a lot of conservatives. So he started telling me there's other platforms that I should look into. And that's where I came across this thing today. And immediately we had 70 people on. And I did maybe half hour with them before this show just to say hello to them. And I told them I'll go back tomorrow. I'm going to go there every day as well. So if you want to follow me, it's Bigo, B-I-G-O. Never heard of it before, but I joined it today. And just type in Mark Pires. It couldn't fit on Mark Pires Renaissance Man. So it's just Mark Pires there. And I'm going to be doing shows. It's in the vertical form. It's very much like my old Instagram show. Because if I can get those 70 people to come over and join us over here, guys, that would be pretty cool. They were there. They stayed the whole time. I'm like, guys, just come over to the freaking YouTube channel. We're about to do 2 hours. We're about to do 2 hours. I tried to watch you on Twitch, and it wasn't allowing your stream to start. Same thing. Hold on. Let's go check this out. It's like every platform wants to shut down the Renaissance Man. It's unbelievable. You know what? You can't. I'm sorry. You want to shut me down? Go pound sand. All right, where is the video? You're right. I don't see anything. Hold on a minute. How do I see it? I have no idea how to see this. Oh my goodness. I'm just seeing something here from Aspen. You sent me. I'm not sure when you sent these to me, buddy. Let me see what this says. Yeah, I'm not sure why I can't see the show. I think you're right. There's something weird going on over there. Oh, wait. Oh, no, here we go. I'm looking down at my freaking screen. That's exciting. Oh, my goodness. I'm just seeing something here from Aspen. You sent me. I'm not sure when you sent these to me, buddy. Thank you, Aspen, for hooking me up with that information. I'll have to look at it later after the show. But we are on Twitch. We're on DLive. You could join us on those platforms. We used to do Periscope. We used to be all kinds of stuff. And it's restream. So basically, we're out on a lot of platforms at once. But I almost think that it hurts you when you do it. Because I don't get any views on Facebook. Don't get anybody on YouTube. We don't get any new people on YouTube. I don't get any new people on Twitch. Don't get any new people on DLive. It's like, what the hell is Restream good for? If it's like, oh, you're on all these platforms. Yeah, but it's like they shut off your potential reach. Like almost like they're like, oh, it's coming from Restream. Shut it off. I don't know. It seems weird. Like I think I should just shut them all off and just go direct onto just YouTube and see if that does anything, you know, do it for a couple weeks and see if that does anything. Because I'm not really getting enough people on Twitch to make it worth my while or on any of the other platforms. I'm just figuring that, hey, maybe somebody will catch it. But the other day I went to Twitch and I tried to scroll in the talk shows and podcasts section. Holy freaking cow, guys. It was like a 15-minute scroll and I didn't even get down to where I was. It was nuts. Totally nuts. So, let me do this. I am going to take a couple seconds here. I'm going to grab myself a drink, at least to fill my quaff back up. You can't fill your quaff. And I'm going to put something on over here. I need a piece of comedy to laugh at. I need a laugh this Sunday evening. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I got one for you. So, in case you guys are not aware, we have a celebrity, amazing, mixologist situation going on here for the Renaissance Man show. And his name is Sydney. Some people know him as Sid45. And the bottom line is, if you'd like to order a 12-pack, you got to get your orders in and make sure you've got rupees. He doesn't take anything but rupees. And so basically, let me play this for you. Grabbing a drink. There's also an Affleck sighting here, I believe, if I recall. This is called Sid45. Hope you enjoy it. What is this? That's what we did yesterday. Here we go.
Students have a lot to point out.
Please give it a share. Give it a like. There's the link. Hey, I like it. Hey, good job, Mark. I shared it with my friend in Alaska. His name's Sid. Sid already has it. But thanks for sharing it with Sid anyway, because now he has a second link. Now Sid can go right to the channel, or he can go to the email you sent. So thank you for that. You were being very thoughtful. You're like, I got a friend in Alaska. His name is Sid. I'll send it to him. Sydney? Sid45? Yeah. We know Sid45. You know, we sponsor his drink every night. That's right, Sid45. Yeah, when you're getting yourself a nice drink, get yourself a Sid45. That's right. There's nothing like a Sid45 when it's negative 45 degrees here in Alaska. Get yourself a Sid45 by Manon. And Sid's over there, Sid45. Guys, when you need your liquor, make sure you order your Sid45. They're available down below. Check the description. Sid45s, and they're on sale. You can get a 6-pack for 6,229 rupees. You can only buy it in rupees right now. We don't have the conversion to US dollars yet. But if you got rupees, you can make that order tonight. Sid, did you figure out how to exchange the rupees for money yet? Because I know that was something Sid was trying to figure out still. He's like, look, I'll take the rupees, but then what? You know, okay, cool, I got the rupees. But then what do you do with rupees if you can't go and change them out and get money for the rupees? Nobody wants rupees sometimes. They're like, I don't feel like it. I'm good with the rupees at the moment, you know? Like, if you came in with German Deutschmark, we'd be good. Like, I'd be like, okay, good, here you go, exchange that thing out. But when you come by with rupees, I'm like, I'm good on the rupee situation, you know? You got a big pile of rupees. You're like, I sold Sid 45s. Everybody for rupees, part of the world. They're like, I'm buying a Sid 45 to go to bed. Sid gets the Sid 45s out to them. They all sign the rupees come through in the mail. He buys them in the mail. A couple people send in some powder. It's not anthrax. No, it was just like somebody was just shaving, get talcum powder. It happens sometimes, but really most of them were rupees. And when they got there, Sid had a big pile of rupees. It was like an old cartoon where you have that big pile of rupees behind him. And he's there, and then all of a sudden he's like, well, geez, how am I going to exchange these? Everywhere he goes, they're like, oh, rupees? Sorry, we're not interested. We're not in the business of rupees. Sorry, you have Deutschmarks? No? Okay, good. Sorry. Look, if you had sterling, British sterling, or if you're working with U.S. dollars, good to go. Rubies, no, we're not good on that one. Go and find a Russian or something and see if you can work with them. You can do some sort of back end, 20 cents on the dollar, whatever, because we are not interested in your situation there, rupees. No, we're not into it. Sorry. Do like your product though. Sid 45 is very good. I had a friend of mine buy it for me. He had rupees. And so like I was there at his house one night. He's like, look, this is cool. I just sent it through the mail. He was the one that was shaving talcum powder. He was talking to the guy. It came through the mail. Sorry, Sid, but you know what? Love the product. Good stuff. I'm curious, are you going to make like a Sid 45 squared where you do the Bach version? So instead of it being like a 4.2 on the alcohol, you're going to do like an 8.4. You're thinking about we're just giving you ideas because we do like the Sid 45. If you're going on a malt level anyway, you could push it up to an 8.4. I'm not trying to tell you your business. I mean, you are Sid 45. So like, that's not me. It'd be like, hey, you should do this, Sid. But if you do it, I can guarantee you, boom, 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 you got a client for life right here. Sid 45 Bach 2021 version. We are in. Are you selling styles? What's the IPO? If you could let me know on that one, we're going to be investing. Because we're talking about big time here, Sid 45. You're out there on the stock. You're on the shelves. People going like, what do I want to drink? I'm getting a Sid 45. That's right. It's the face drink of the best of the kind, but someone's saying it's the best in the world. Everybody says that. They're all there drinking it. Everybody's drinking the Sid 45. Buck. You can't. You can't do that. Make a Bach version. Sometimes, Sid, I really question, like when you get a great idea like that you don't just run to the drawing board. Sid pretty well, he's going to the Bach version. You just double the freaking alcohol. That's all you got to do. Leave it in for twice, I think. That's what you do. You're like, oh, I took it out after 3 weeks and it was good. Leave it in for 6. You got double at that point. You're blowing it out. I made a Bach Sid 45. You put it on the shelf. You make $1 billion. You're the first Sid 45 billionaire. If Future Mark was here, he would tell you, Sid, I've seen this episode. It is done. If you put your head down, it gets accomplished. Yeah, the Sid 45 train just takes over. And all of a sudden, across the friggin' land, everyone's drinking Sid 45. The Bach version. You're surprised. Like, Sid's the one who's most surprised. He's sitting there, he's like, I can't figure it out anymore. Nobody bought the regular Sid 45. They all went Bach. Everybody went Bach. The whole planet went Bach. They're like, Sid 45 Bach, Sid 45 Bach. And you're like a super billionaire because you listened. You listened to the guy who wasn't going to take your rupees. I'm sorry, we can't. That's why the guy gave them to you. The guy who gave you the rupees so he can get the Sid 45. He's like, I can't freaking do anything with the rupees anyway. There's a guy who takes rupees for Sid 45. Shoo, let me give him all the freaking rupees I got. This guy sent a quarter of his house was there. It was just all like filled with rupees. Just in the mail. 30 packages. Sid, how many packages did you get from him? I think it was 30. And yeah, there we go. Sid said there were 6,900 rupees per case. And he got 39 cases from that guy. just for like, all he wanted back was 2 6-packs of Sid 45 for 39 cases of rupees. And Sid was like, yeah, no, cool, I got all these rupees. He didn't realize that rupees are friggin' garbage. Like, nobody even wants them. You can't even give them out to kids at Halloween. They're like, I got rupees. Parents throwing them back at Sid's house. Sid's got rupees all over his garden. People are like, wow, that's a really cool, like, like he's got this really cool landscape garden thing going on with art. Oh, what do you mean there's art? I don't know. There's all these red things all over. That you freaking rupees. He's got rupees all over his lawn every freaking where. A couple of kids threw him hard. Put him like they threw him so hard, stuck in the side of the wood siding, cedar. So it's, it's a little softer. Rupees. And you got rupees in the siding now, looking like an old Keebler elf hut with all the rupees. And people walk by and laugh, chuckle. They're like, I don't even want to take him off the lawn. Let's just walk by and laugh at that guy who has rupees everywhere. The sad thing is that even though the entire property's filled with rupees now, where you could barely see any grass, all you see is rupees, you still go in the door, and as you open the door, friggin' rupees come out, just like pouring out of the house. You gotta go in like the old like balls when you go to Hershey's Park, and you come down the slide, and it's just like a bunch of balls, and you're like, look, Mom and Dad, you're throwing the little colored balls around like the lady the other day with the fingernails, all those different colors, and you go, look at me. You're doing that in the house, kicking out rupees so you can just go in and grab a freaking glass of milk. You're like, I just need a glass of milk. Open the door. Out into the street. The kids are surfboarding on it. You got a hill. You live on a hill. What the hell is wrong with me? I just keep going with it. The rupees are pouring out of the house. You have a hill on a 3-degree pitch. They're starting to roll, right? Little kid comes down, 7-year-old. He's like the second coming of Tony Hawk. He takes the wheels off of his skateboard. He gets on them freaking rupees. He's going down the hill. He's going around. He goes around the freaking street like the pole. He's like this, right? He comes to the one point where you have to go over the curve, right? He ollies that curve like a champ. In the process, kicks up a couple rupees into Mrs. Robinson's light bulb. She was not happy. That was a special light bulb. That was Anderson Philipson that made that light. And she's like, just keep in mind, okay? Rupees every freaking where. While this kid's coming down, you still hear it. It's coming out of the house. The kid's surfing on the rupees. Surfing. Ollies in the air. Kicks up. Rupees all over. Breaks the special light. It's my favorite light. She's pissed, right? The kid's up in the air. 7. Flies through the air right at the same time. There's a little, like a 16-year-old kid who's there smoking a cigarette. He's that kid, right? He was like, I'm doing it. He's smoking a cigarette. He's got his phone out. He's TikToking it. Look at me, I'm smoking a cigarette. He realizes that this 7-year-old is the real TikTok star. Flips the camera. Yibbity yap. He's filming this kid right now. He's flying through the air like this. Rupees flying into Mrs. Robinson's special light. This bonehead over here with the cigarette. Right? 7-year-old's flying through the air. He kicks the board out to do one of this old and land on his feet. It flies into this is the craziest part. Flies through into the air. Hits the mailman right in the nog. It just so happened that it was a movie being filmed that day. And that skateboard happened to hit Ben Affleck right in his head. The thing is, it really wouldn't have been difficult to hit him in the head. No matter where that skateboard was projected that day. It could have been in that direction. Could have been in that direction. Could have been up there. Could have been down there. You're hitting freaking Affleck right in the direct part of the face. Like you're like, oh my goodness. 7-year-old splat right on Ben Affleck. A couple rupees. Right into Affleck. Doop, 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 right down the ground. He's like, that was like when I was Pluto and an asteroid hit me. Doesn't bother him at all, right? So here's the thing. You feel really bad because you ran into him full speed. You're a 7-year-old. And you're like, I love you, man. Like, you were awesome in Batman. You didn't realize his head was that big either, though. Like, that's the one thing as a 7-year-old. You did step back. You're like, oh, at first. And then you were like, oh, that's right. That's the guy from the movie. And then you're trying to figure out as a 7-year-old. We were kind of really impressed with the way your mind functioned, that you started going through the process of saying to yourself, how the freaking heck did they get that guy's head on camera? It must have been like a 7-camera job, film it from enough angles and you can get one angle, like if I take all of these angles and capture an Affleck, maybe I could concise it into a normal looking head. And that's what they seem to be doing in Hollywood. And that is what the 7-year-old figured out as he gingerly walked across the entire street filled of rupees because your freaking door is still pouring it out. All right, here's the crazy thing. You are standing there. You're looking at it. Sid, you're looking down the street as this kid does all of this. You're like, holy freaking cow, he ran into Affleck. And you said again, you're like, he ran into Affleck again. Because you thought you saw something like that in a dream. There's like a weird deja vu moment for you. You're like, he did it again. It was the first time, Sid. You should really need some rest. Anyway, so then you're like, oh, goody, goody. That's good because most of the rupees are out of the house now. I don't have to worry about that. I'm having a hard time with the exchange rate. You go in the door and you're still at 7 feet. 7 feet of rupees. You walk in and you're swimming in it. Pushing them out the door in the process just to try to make a freaking somewhat of a path to get some milk. I know. Sid, it's like, it's unbelievable. Why won't anybody just take your rupees? Take them off your hands already. I mean, like, you just want to go back to normal. Walk through your house and not have to, swim across the house. Rupee house. That's rupees. Really. That's where we are. That's where Sid is right now. Sid 45. Look, you wanted to have the production launch and do it before you had the currency situation figured out. Oh, we can't sell it to people in the U.S. We can't sell it to anybody but people from India. Oh, really? You're going to go put it in India for rupees? Okay, yeah, you do the rupee situation. Okay? Go ahead. Let me know how you're doing in up there in Alaska when you get that freaking rupee in the mail. Oh, how'd you do? I got a freaking house full of rupees. Oh, literally? Like, what do you mean? Like a room? No, the house. Up to the freaking ceiling. I can't even go in there. How do you get your milk? I don't know. I still haven't figured that out. I'm opening the door, and I'm watching kids skateboard down the friggin' street. My neighbor hates me. She had this really cool light. No more. Yeah, a little kid ran into Ben Affleck. Right into the big, for that part of right by there. Affleck just went like this. It didn't even feel it. He didn't know what happened, actually. He had his eyes closed for a split second. He was just taking a nap. And he's like, oh. He did one of those. And a poor 7-year-old, he's like splattered. Came out. Affleck! Affleck has a hard time hearing when you're that close to him. Because remember, when you're here, his ears are all the way the frig over there. Like, all the way there, and all the way over to friggin' there. Oh, he's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Hold on, let me. What's that? Can you say that one more time? He's got to turn his friggin' head to hear anything you say. I'm sorry. It's just what happens when you're out there on the street with rupees in your house trying to kick him out of the friggin' house. Sid! Just give it another 2 weeks. Get your manager to hook up the conversion rate. Sell it to U.S. customers as well. Sold out the first night. He's like, I'm going rupees. Sold the friggin' complete stock out. He's like, I got 750,000, cases of this Sid 45. Sells it out, all rupees. Now he can't get his money back. He's like, can I get my 750,000 cases of Sid 45 back? Because your rupees are worthless. Sorry, buddy. No take-backs. No take-backs. You should have known before you made a deal like 2 6-packs for 3,247 rupees. That's a deal you have to live with now, Sid. I'm actually enjoying this Sid 45 right now while you're talking to me. We open them and if we drink it, each can, it takes us a week to get through. A sip a day. A sip a day, Sid 45. We can't, take too much in at one time. First of all, we could die. We don't ever drink. But the other thing is that we use it for our religious celebrations. So Sid 45, Bach version. We're doing that one now. I just want to thank you for it, Sid 45. And how are those rupees doing? Yeah, not too good, right? Old Sid. Sid 45. Get the greatest drink on the planet. It's the Bach version. Kick you in the friggin' Bach. I don't know what the hell that is. Some people like Beethoven. Other people like Mozart. Sid 45 likes Bach. Ooh, I just came up with the commercial. I want full credit. I want full credit for that one, Sid. Some people like Beethoven. Other people like Mozart. Sid 45, we like Bach. Boom! 8.4% alcohol by volume. By Menon. We did it. We did it by Menon again. Oh, look at that freaking hair. I love it. Oh my goodness, guys. So, funny, right? Sid's here. Guys, Sid, we're always promoting your liquor company. I want to make sure, if you're out there, that you get as many rupees as possible. All right? I know you're on, like, the tear of a lifetime, trying to see if you can amass the most rupees in history. You're taking on the, it's a challenge between you and the Russian Tsar, Joseph Stalin. He had the most rupees in history. But you're closing in. You're closing in on Stalin. Just don't do the other things he did. But the rupee thing, I think you're going to do okay over there, Sid. I appreciate you. So, I want to play something. I'm in a laid-back mood. It's Sunday night. I'm in a laughing mood. It's Sunday night. There's a freaking fly in here. Dumb fly. I freaking hate these flies. There's a single fly that just doesn't seem to leave me alone. He's like, you're sweet, Mark. I'm like, well, thanks. Thanks for that. Oh my goodness. Are you freaking kidding me? These a-holes limited my ad suitability on the Pires of the Caribbean. Are you kidding me? These people are mental, guys. They're blocking everything on YouTube now. Everything I put out. You're telling me that you're going to do an ad suitability on Mark Pires of the Caribbean? We're going to watch this and see. You tell me, guys, is there anything here that would be an issue for ad suitability? All that swearing that I do. Ooh, all that off-color political satire that's coming at you right now. You tell me, what the hell would be off-color and non-advertisable about this? It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's a Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 982 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day. And I hope you guys are ready for a ride. Because, what's that? Zabrowski, I'm in the middle of doing an introduction. You're going to interrupt me mid-intro? Yes, your woo-hoo is on time for tonight. Are you serious? I'm in the middle saying hello. I see Susan Donahue. I see Bonnie. I see Rose and Trish. Zabrowski, he's messing it all up for us. I couldn't even finish the moment where I'm like, let's go. Subscribe, dingy the belly, you know? I mean, like, if you don't subscribe and also ding the bell, you get unsubscribed 8 times like Susan Donahue. Yeah, no, it's bound to happen. You're like, oh, I subscribed already. They're like, no, you didn't. You didn't like it, though. if you subscribe it, but you also don't ding the bell, we actually think you hate it, and then we unsubscribe you. Like, that's how we work here at the Tuber. Like, oh, no, I subscribed. Yeah, but you didn't love it. Like, if you really liked it, you would have did dingy the belly. But you didn't do it, so we thought, like, here, part of our guidelines and practices, was that you hated that program. That's what we get from you not, also dinging the bell. So look, that's just no, Zabrowski, enough of you. You go through all 6-pack, like all 6 yoo-hoos already? We're like not even at your woohoo yet. And you got a yoo-hoo problem. Mr. Woohoo and his yoo-hoo. No, that's fine. Look, if you want to spend your hard-earned dollars for woohoos on yoo-hoos, like he brings his own as well. We give him a 6-pack every day, but apparently he's like mainlining a yoo-hoo, like on a daily. No, Zabrowski, it's not yet. It's another minute from now. You are pushing me tonight. What, do you have plans? What, do you got things to do? You can't hang out for at least your woohoo and then get up and go get your check and get the frig out of here? Yesterday, I gotta tell you, I can't believe I let you stay. After you pulled that woohoo shenanigans, I'm in the middle of reading a comment. And then you just rip the Band-Aid off and go, woohoo, while I was like mid-comment reviewing. So like you, Zabrowski. I get my way. I'm doing a woohoo. Yeah, okay. Listen, I think it's about time you give it to us. And then hit the friggin' road. I'm just saying, the road is getting lonely. It's looking for a Zabrosk. You down? What? No, Joanne. We're almost there. Stop filing. You guys hear all that? Stop filing. Zabrowski's on. Hey, shh. Hold on. Zabrowski, let me get it. Woohoo! That was a marked improvement from yesterday. Because I was ready for it this time. I wasn't rushed on my end, 6.7? I don't know. What do you guys think? Was that a 6.7? I mean, where did you put it 0 to 10? Zabrosk, your entire career, it's like just there on the balance. We're just going to see what happens here. If you can't get at least a 7, we're going to have to call it, quits. We're going to just hire someone else. Joanne says she wants to be the woohoo guy for a little while. Joanne, you've got the worst voice in the world. No, you can't take voice lessons for that. That's not going to... You're just like a problem, Like if I wasn't here talking into a microphone, having speakers blaring back into my ears, I wouldn't just be like, that's it. I'm done. I can't deal with this life anymore. Do you hear her filing? Zabrowski file. Zabrowski. She's always with the Zabrowski file. Listen, open up the Zabrowski file. See what's in there. Maybe take a couple notes. Oh, I'm going to need to get this, that, and other thing for Zabrosk. You drop it in. Get the yoo-hoo. Don't forget, 6 more for tomorrow, Joanne. Put it on the table with a little note. Zabrosk, sorry for the delay. Hope you enjoy a yoo-hoo on me too. Mew. Yeah. And then you're good, Still have a problem, with you napping on the job. Like, I don't know what that was about. Again, 50 doll hairs. Pew. I'm just counting them out one by one. Blonde. Today I got blonde doll hairs. She's walking away with 450 today. No, but Mark, please, I need my 500 doll hairs. She sells it on the open market. Yeah, you should have read the contract, Joanne. Anyway, look, I appreciate each and every one of you. I do want to share something that happened. I dropped this earlier today, and I do think it's probably one of the funniest things. But I really think everything we do here is kind of silly and funny. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah. No, absolutely freaking crazy. No, what we did at the end of the show was even better with Juniper Berries. Juniper, seriously? Like, they're not going to say goodnight to Juniper Berries? Like, Joanne had a problem with that yesterday. That's coming out, I think, tomorrow. I'm going to probably drop that clip. But we did Karate Kid Situation today, which was pretty cool. And it looks like live comedy moment worked. We kind of just fulfilled that, but we're gonna play you something as well. You are aware, obviously, what's happening with Back to the Future Mark. He's coming back as somebody else in the current time. Elon Marks. Look, you gotta worry. It's Elon Marks. He's there doing it. Tesla. I was like, I'm gonna come up with Tesla. I'm alive, 2 bodies, same time. Look, when you're Back to the Future, Mark, you can inhabit like 50 people at once if you wanted. I only usually did me and then one other, like Michelangelo, and I'm there at the same time. You know what I mean? And that was cool. Like when I was Ferdinand Magellan and I circumnavigated the globe. Like I was also at the same time, I was the Prince of Spain. And just there, keeping an eye on Mark Jellin. I wanted to make sure I did everything right. So if I needed to intercede in one of the journeys, oh, you're not going the right way, Mark Jellin, you gotta go that way. Yeah, that way is where you go, and you want to circle the globe, right? You're not here going to try to find land, Mark Jellin. No, you're trying to do a circle-a-roo around the globe, so you can show people and tell them, look, it's not flat. Look, I did a full circle. The reality is, when you got that far, it just did like this weird, like you're the compass. Yeah, that thing starts doing like one of these. You're like, where am I? And like the Curse of the Black Pearl, Johnny Depp comes out of nowhere. Yeah. And all of a sudden you've got, like a Johnny Depp Black Pearl situation in Pirates of the Caribbean. And you're doing a Pirates of the Caribbean situation. All of a sudden you got one, you got the peg leg and a hook, and you're walking around going, arr, on the friggin' ship, and you're out there, you're trying to figure out just how to, get that vulture away, because you got one good one and you got the hook. So you're trying to hook the friggin' vulture. Not successful. He keeps dipping in and out. Sort of like Batmark, just able to get through, And so Hooky, we called you Hooky, and you're hooking people on the freaking ship, right? What the hell am I talking about? Captain Hook over there, right? I mean, like, you were there with Johnny Depp. He was the captain. And you're there, like, you can't wait to get your piece of gold, And you're like, parlay? And, you had to take a dive, dead man's dive. Is that what they called it? Something like that. And you went and jumped off the planks. You did a plank, in. When you dove in, the shark, they got you. At least that leg. That's why you had the peg and then your one hand, which is why we call you Hooky, When you are inhabiting a hook guy on a ship and you're just kind of like second mate, I'm like, I wasn't the captain. It would have been pretty cool if I'm walking around, arr, arr, I'm getting that vulture today, arr, but no, I was like second mate. They're like, yeah, hey, Hooky, go friggin' open up that, we need to open up that mast. Get that mast going, Hooky. I'm hooking a friggin' rope trying to get that knot. They did a freaking sailor's knot on me. I'm trying to hook the sailor's knot with my old hook. No good. And that's where they were like, we're calling that guy Hooky. You see what he's doing over there? He's trying to hook the friggin' rope. First time through, I snapped that rope. I sharpened that hook. I got to get that vulture. All right. So that hook, you could go and right through a fish. You're gutting the fish, throwing it on the fire. I don't know if I forget if we really I don't think we did fires on the ship. No. No. But I was gutting and then eating them, sushi style, But when you got a hook, you better like fashion that hook into like a shank in a way. Like if you're not shanking people on a ship, Pirates of the Caribbean style, and you got the hook / peg going, and also you're wearing. I don't know if you really had something wrong with your eye or if you just thought it was appropriate to cover one of your eyes so you could be like, arr, and they're like, oh my goodness, it's one-eyed Hooky. When you were one-eyed Hooky and the guy over there's like, hey, Hooky, and you're like, arr, arr. Like, no, over here, arr. And Hooky, we got to get the friggin' fly, Hooky. But the problem is Hooky fashioned that thing into a ship. When he went like this to get that fly, put it right through his hand. Yeah, now he has 2 hooks. He's walking around double hooks. That's why, Hooky really stuck, after he had the double hook situation going on. Look, if you're not going to be okay with a guy sitting at the table with 2 shivs, hook shivs, and just like grabbing the chicken and then like, cutting it up, Baraka style from Mortal Kombat, and taking that chicken with the same hook and just throwing it in the air because you can't get too close. I mean, he's kind of mastered like taking that carcass and just eating it off of the, hook. But, it's tough when he needs to go to the bathroom. That one, doesn't, he smells really bad. He's not able to do a cleaneroo. Like, how you doing? Oh yeah, that's right. He's doing like the jump in the water situation and hope that works. No, it doesn't work. You need to do some, you can't rub up against a barnacle, be like, yeah, I'm good to go. You're not good to go. No, you're smelling pretty terrible and you got a barnacle in your butt now. Yeah. No, look, it's okay. You got a little barnacle in your hiney butt. And you're dealing with it, But the important thing is, the barnacle acts like a little bit like toilet paper, so you're kind of working with like, a head start next time around, But, we feel bad for Hooky. Bottom line. Poor Hooky. Hooky had it really bad when he was trying to clean himself on the barnacle. And another shark came and took the other leg. Double pegs, double hooks. Arrgh! Had that parrot on his shoulder and a stupid eye covered. Hooky. They still talk about Hooky. Like, you could go into any pirate museum and be like, can you tell me about Hooky? They're like, oh, you mean the double hook guy with the double friggin' peg legs with the parrot on his shoulder and the eye that's covered? We didn't know if there was anything wrong with his eye, but he just had the eye covered. We think there's a story that old Hooky, he's there doing his hook thing, and he took that friggin' shiv and he went like this, and he grabbed the patch and he picked it up, and he's looking like this because he needed to see what was going on over there, and he couldn't turn. He had a bad neck that day. He woke up on the wrong side of the stone. And when he got up, he couldn't turn his neck. So he's like, I need to be able to see. I gotta see what's going on in the sea. And he took the shiv hook, opened up his eye, and he goes, they're coming. And so he could tell that they were coming. And there was a story. Like, this is a worldwide story. You go and talk Blackbeard? No. Hooky McGee. Are you kidding me? Hooky McGee? You can't be a Hooky McGee. Second mate? Hooky. Arr, Hooky. Geez, hey Hooky, do me a favor. Why don't you sit down and put those friggin' peg feet up there? Yeah. You think you got a parrot thing going on. Teach that parrot how to say a few things like, hey, Hooky, you want me to get that for you? Like, what are we talking about over here? You can't teach Hooky's parrot to be like like a service parrot? I got a service parrot named, Chester. Chester is my parrot. And when I want to do stuff, Chester simply says, what can I do for you, Hooky? Can I get that for you, Hooky? Arr, yeah, Chester. Arr, get that for me. It's in the books. You got to read more. You got to look up the ancient documents. You're not looking up the ancient documents? What are you looking at? Oh, I went to Google. You did a Google? I'm sorry. I sometimes am just questioning reality. Like, well, you're there doing a Google? I'm on Google. First of all, now you're tracked. They're tracking the friggin' hell out of you. No, I just was looking this. Yeah, they got that. They got a friggin' profile on you. Yeah. You got to do it like, if you're thinking about it, you better DuckDuckGo it. You DuckDuckGo it, and you get yourself behind scene. You're not talking about a Google anymore, okay? But you can't get your information from a Google. They tell you what they want you to hear. And you're going to sit there and take it?
That's great. Yeah, no, this is good. Let me get 4 of them in my shelter.
You took the information in. Hooky McGee was, he was a pirate ahead of his time, really, if you think about it. He was the first pirate, on record with a double hook situation. First pirate on record with a double, peg leg situation going on. And also with a service parrot. That's like on, you go and look in the books. They're like, first service parrot ever, Chester McGee. They call look, it was Hooky McGee's parrot. So they went with Chester McGee. Chester McGee was the first service parrot ever. I just can't believe you didn't know that. Like, I don't know. You know what it is? You can't find those encyclopedias anymore. You got to search back. This is pre-73. You want to find anything on Hooky McGee? Anything on Chester McGee, the parrot? That says, "Arr, oh, what can I get for you, Hooky?" You got to go pre-73. Pre-73 is where all the goods are. Yeah, that's where they tell you all the stuff. Then they were like, oh, we can't let people know about Hooky. Look, Hooky... The thing about Hooky is this. People are like, if everybody learns about Hooky, then you're going to have people who are like, I'm going to go for it. If Hooky could do it, that became a bumper sticker. If Hooky could do it. Hooky did it. Double hook style, sharpened them to a shiv, pegging it. Arr, they're coming. How's that eye doing over there? Looked good to me when you picked it up with your shiv hook and you took a look over there with your stiff neck. What did you do to your neck last night? I slept on the rock wrong. Oh, you slept on the... Okay. Where are you sleeping? You're sleeping on a friggin' rock, Hooky? It feels good on my hooks. It feels good on his hooks. What are we talking about? Hooky McGee. This friggin' guy. If they had made a statue of Hooky, it's the first thing that would have been taken down. Yeah, they're going to rip down the Hooky statue. Oh, we can't have a Hooky. Hooky was the most prejudiced, racist pirate of all. Oh, well, how do you figure? Well, because he had the hooks. And because he had the pegs. That's just freaking racist. They ripped him down. They would have. They would have been like, we got to find any Hooky, memorabilia there is, and tear it to shreds. Let's do it in a public square. We're going to light it in effigy. Hooky. Poor Hooky. He's rolling around the sea right now. Arr. Double hook situation. He got a swordfish down there. Now he's wearing that on his face. Swordfish on his face. Double hook situation. Peg legging it. The parrot went down with him too. Arr, what can I do for you, Brigham? They're having problems breathing below water. That I get, That one makes sense to me. So anyway, if Hooky really, doesn't get his fair share of publicity in 2022, I'm going to go and write my first book about Hooky. Hooky and the story about a pirate that was misunderstood. The story of Hooky, a pirate that just never gave up. Arr! Hooky, the first pirate to train a parrot to be a service parrot. By Menon. When you get to the by Menon, that is the end of the bit. You got to understand, you can't go beyond that. Hooky's done. He's gone now. We put Hooky in the friggin' dead man's grave there. As you just roll him into the sea. See you, Hooky. Arr, he was still alive. We didn't know. We weren't, that was the thing. We had no idea. Hooky fell asleep for a few days. He was just he had a couple of too many, and Hooky's there. First of all, when Hooky takes his hookies into a barrel of whiskey, he sometimes will literally break the thing, and it's what do I do? He took the thing, it was pouring all over him. We couldn't smell that, though. We all had colds that day. And so we couldn't smell the alcohol on him. And Hookie's there. He wasn't like, it didn't look like he was breathing at all. So we're like, Hookie was a good pirate. Yar, yar. He used to get his gold shillings, and he couldn't spend them because of his friggin' hooks. But he had them. And so, Hookie, we say goodbye to you, and we wish you well, and you go into Davy Jones' locker. And he kicked him off into the air. He's going off the ship. Arr, I'm still alive. Oh my goodness, Hookie. Who cares? He only had the hooks. He had freaking 2 hooks, and this starts to be like the consensus. Who cares? He had freaking 2 hooks. That guy was more of a problem for us, right? I mean, you want to share your shillings with Hookie? Then you go get Hookie. You bring him back on. You share your spoils with Hookie. Arr, you take your care. I got 10 pieces of gold. You're going to give Hookie 5 then. Go get him. I'm good with, like, we had a cool thing with this guy, Hookie, and he died, you know? He died. He was just like, he died, and we rolled him in Davy Jones' locker. What? No, that's not insensitive. Hookie got a good run. Guys, let's be honest. Hookie had a heck of a friggin' run. And you guys want to bring him back from the dead? I know he's not dead yet, but you want to bring him back from potentially dead? And am I the only one? You guys are going to sit there quiet and let me make this decision? Huh? Captain Clark? Guys, look, I'm not going back in for him. I'm good. All right? Hookie was a good guy. He was a good pirate. But as soon as he lost that other friggin' hand and he went double hook style, I'm sorry. Look, as the captain of this ship, I don't need a double hook situation while we're trying to go and plunder. You want to go plunder? Double hook situation? You're right. No, he was very good on offense. When we needed to go and we needed to plunder and jump from ship to ship. And somehow we haven't started at the top, so he would do like the zip line situation. Arr! And he would always get a couple of bad pirates. Yeah, maybe you guys think maybe we should get Hookie back and just like keep him in a cage, right? And then every once in a while when we need to take him out to fight, you know, where we're like, we're going to take over that ship over there. We get Hookie out, right? Hear me out. We still got, he's trying to swim with the hook hands. I think he may be having a tough time, guys. He's got pegs for legs. He's got hooks for hands. And he's got a eye patch on. That probably fell off. But we were pretty sure his eye is fine, right? Like, Schooner, you saw him jump over and do the situation where he's wiping his hiney butt in the water. He needed to clean it off because he can't clean his butt with the hook hands. And didn't you say his eye looked fine? There was no like weirdness to it when he looked out to the left to see that they were coming. Arr. Look, I'm prepared to take the lead here and say Hookie was a good man. He was a good pirate. And he died a good pirate. Shut up, Hookie! We can still hear. We're trying to say your goodbyes. You're there, screaming up to us. I am still alive. Arr! Arr! Come save me. Somebody pushed me in. Yeah, we pushed you in. We thought you were friggin' dead. Will you die already? We're trying to do an obituary for you. Live. We're doing a live obituary. Yeah, no, did you see Carcass over there? Yeah, he didn't want you to stay either. Listen, you guys got to get rid of the flies on the ship. Okay, first of all, why don't I have a ship here? That would have been much better. But you better get it together, guys, or else you're the next guy that goes over the edge. And we're not going to wait for you to wake up either to see if you're alive. Hookie, be quiet. No. We're not getting you. We've determined that you're nothing but a pain in the neck. And you always have those demands? Arr, can you help me with that? You're always asking for someone to help you with that. You know what? I think it's probably, I think it's about time we just move on, people. Let's just move on down the road, mosey on down the road. Don't listen to the screaming, okay? That is not Hooky. Hooky's gone, guys. That is a spirit of a demon taking over Hooky. Hooky, he died. Remember? We all saw him. He was dead. We kicked him off the side. Dead man's, Davy Jones' locker situation. He's there now. And a demon is trying to get us to come back. Well, you guys want demon on board? Black Pearl situation? Now our souls are damned. Because you guys wanted to save Hooky. Demon Hooky. This is Hooky the demon now. This is like, we're talking really sorcery type of stuff. I'm not going there. Hooky is dead to me. Hooky, no, I don't believe you when you say none of that's true. I believe it's true. I believe it's all true. No, we won't believe your lies that you love all of us, Hooky. We do not believe any of it. You are just a straight liar. Demon! Demon! Leave Hooky's body to rest in the sea. He died 15 minutes ago. You're going to pretend that you're Hooky and all of a sudden you got light and love coming out of your heart? No, I'm sorry. That wasn't the real Hooky anyway. Like, right, guys? You remember Hooky was a jerk, right? Walking around with that scowl on his friggin' face. Arr. He had the pirate, the stupid parrot had a scowl too. Arr. Arr. Like, who, I mean, seriously. If Hooky didn't die and, he was alive, who would have been happy that we still had Hooky? Okay, so a few of you would have been happy if Hooky didn't die. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're dead, dude. You are not an alive pirate anymore. You died. We rolled you off Davy Jones' locker. You were dead. Just because a demon's trying to come back on the boat right now to do a dead pearl, Black Pearl situation? No. We're not doing that with you, Hooky. Just let your hooks, the weight of your 8-pound hooks, just take you to the bottom of the sea. Demon be gone, How are those pegs doing? You're trying to tread water with a hook situation, double hook situation. You're doing the half legs because you got pegs, both sides. Arr, I'm still alive. You're not still alive. Guys, right? We all saw Hooky die. This is obviously some sort of, ghost trying to come back and take our souls now. You guys can't go get gold anymore and plunder. I want to plunder. I'm thinking if we plunder, we have a better chance without, a demon Hooky, Yes, you are a demon Hooky. You are the demon. You're not. No, you're not. We're not getting you. No. Just freaking die already. No, guys, it's not Hooky. That's not Hooky. Double hook situation. Come on. You guys know that double hook situation could never tread water for that long. He died in now 25 minutes ago. I'm still alive. My heart is beating for you. Hooky, you never would have said that to anybody. Now all of a sudden your heart's beating for us? Yeah, demon in disguise. Look, I was always told that when someone is really being nice, it's because they're mean. Yeah, it was in a Bible or something like that. Bottom line is Hooky, yeah, we're going to leave him in the sea. I think it's the right thing to do. You guys are on board, right? Leave the demon in the sea. Okay, demon, Hooky, we wish you well. Please stop the screaming. We don't want to hear your lying tongue, the sound of the voice and the siren-esque type of thing where you're doing the work of the devil. No. We really did like Hooky when he was alive. It's too bad that a demon is attempting to take over his soul and come back. It That's a shame. We did like Hooky, especially the way he would plunder ships with us. You know, like sometimes he would do a Wolverine situation, but as a single, you know, Adamantium, he's single. It's also tough because, again, he's working 7 pounds. Dude, Lucky was like jacked over here because he was he's always doing one of the Wolverine situations, you know. And so he, you know, when you've got chests like the size of an Olympian, and you're, I guess the treading water makes sense. Guys, maybe that is Hooky. Maybe Hooky is still alive. And that's not a demon. And maybe we should bring him back. And like, we'll have a Hooky still. We'll have a double hook situation to go into the next plunder. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness, double hook situation. That is just a ridiculous bit right there. So I want to say hello to everybody on Big O. Guys, we are welcoming family members from a new platform right now. And if you here on YouTube have not, please go follow me on Big O. And vice versa. If you are on Big O, I'm here on YouTube every single night for the last 986 days in a row. We do 2+ hours here on YouTube. I write songs live. We do live comedy. And we just take this moment and we create something special out of it. I'm going to show you a piece of music right now to give you a little vibe of all the stuff we do. So you just saw a little live comedy. This right here is, let me see if I can find, oh man, we have so much content here. Help them find the light is pretty solid. But I want to play one of the killer tunes. I'm thinking Running on Empty. So guys, this song right here is on the 7th album of 2021. As soon as I can find it. I've released 104 songs so far this year. And in 2 weeks, we come out with our next, as you could see, you guys on Big O are seeing all of my content because I'm scrolling trying to find this piece of music. This is ridiculous. I put out a piece of content every day and I'm live every single night for 2+ hours. And sometimes we do more than one piece of content, which is why you see all this crazy Back to the Future mark. Sunday night. It is Sunday night. I was going to play you something else, but because it is Sunday night, see, the thing is, this is a killer tune, but it's, you know what? It's fire. Let's just play it. This is on the album as well. I think 2 albums ago. This is called Sunday Night. I'm sharing the link here on the tuber. And I hope you will join us on both platforms, Big O and here over on the tube. And also Twitch, D Live.
The Groove mattress
Just
in a
type in
box
Mark
has
Pires
everything you
Renaissance
need
Man.
for a great night's sleep.
Here we go. Little Sunday night action. This is all live improvisation. I create these songs in the moment.
towering, woman, the party swinging, the dancing all night. Yeah, it's a school night for 1 or 2 more days. Somewhere summer begins and you're swimming all day and playing with friends, forgetting about your priorities. Something to get with it Sunday night. Get it all out on Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday night. Nine in a row from the Renaissance Man show. Hey, getting down every night, you know, writing new songs the world will never heard before. Even me, I ain't never heard a thing that's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, coming out of my guitar, no, I'm letting it out. Yeah, I'm living in the moment right now, each and every day. Sunday night, yeah, we're feeling alright, yeah, we're gonna get down all night, yeah. We're not gonna stop, no, 'cause it's Sunday night. It's in the 80 movie. Yeah, the world is yours. It's Sunday night. It's Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday night. 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 We're here when most of the world is sleeping. We're wide awake, they're dreaming. When they wake, it'll be screaming. When they realize they've been drinking the Kool-Aid for too long, they can't wake now. Oh, we're walking by, they're snoozing in real time, where the real ones wake. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's Sunday night. Hey, it's Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday night. End of the week, starting it all over tomorrow. I hope you can get up and motivate yourself to do the best. Sunday night. Oh, yeah, it's Sunday night. Yeah, we're feeling alright. We're getting down, getting out all night. Yeah, it's Sunday night. Yeah, no, we're not gonna stop till the sunrise. Yeah, it's Sunday night. Sunday night. No, we're not gonna stop till
to take on the world tomorrow. Yeah, it's Sunday night. Sunday Night. What a tune right there, guys. That's on one of the albums. I'm not sure which album. You have to just go and type in Mark Pires on any platform. It's free on Spotify. If you want to check out my music first and then see if you dig it, you could just throw on the Mark Pires playlist. From this year, there's 104 songs from 2021. That is 8 albums, 104 songs. 103 of them were written live in the moment, just like Sunday Night. I'm going to play another one right now. This one is what I wanted to play you originally. This is called Running on Empty. You know, we're dealing with a society right now that's running on empty. And I refuse, as I've said before, basically every day of my life, to let a world die when there's still time to save it. So, I show up every day, and we make magic like this happen. This song right here, the whole world should be freaking rocking on this tune. I'm going to give it to you right here in the chat. Guys, if you want to hear this in HD, if you want to listen to, like literally hear how good this sounds, because it's all recorded in studio quality through my Rodecaster, head over to YouTube. We're still live, an hour and 38 minutes into day 986 in a row. I'm doing this. I got our new platform on Big O right now. New people are kicking it in with us. Renaissance fam, I want you to welcome the Big O fam. If they come over and vice versa, please go over to Big O and sign up over there. I'm going to be going live there probably a lot. I may be going live there like 4 or 5 times a day and then here every night. But I like that platform because I can just do what I do and it seems like people are actually there. Whereas here, YouTube, it's like they got me in the hole still. Look, when you do something that's against their agenda, they put you in a hole for it. And
time to design.
What do you mean by that, Mark? Well, some people are saying these things and they get pulled down. I've been getting pulled down because this is the ultimate positivity platform. And then, instead of saying things, I sing them live in the moment. These real expressions of our society and the hatred of this world that's a straight up lie come through on a daily in these songs. So when I write a song called Running on Empty, you better believe YouTube, Mark Zuckerchooch, all the other social media platforms do not want you to hear it because it will make you see the truth for what it is. This is the moment. It's amazing thing, controlling everything. They're like, let's get them hooked down on their 5.6 stream. You're gonna wonder if they can feed you everything. You're wondering, can I ever get the truth? No, cause they've hidden it in front of you, and you keep looking down. There's a world going on around you, but you're so consumed with the lies. We're running on empty, running on empty, running on empty. We're running on empty. Everybody so sensitive, yeah, their skin so paper thin. No matter what is said, it affects them, and they can't get through their day unless they make a big scene. Look out, looking at this lady, she's so mean. She's on the screen, oh, let's just bow down and let's shut down the rest of the world now. Running on today.
top, get there. At the top, you said, you got the wind blowing through your hair. You're almost there. Where you going, I don't know, I don't care. As long as I get somewhere before the sun rises. Before I had the feeling everybody's screaming at me. Where you gonna be at 9 o'clock on the dot? Expected you there and you're not. Where you at? I don't care, I'm going home. I'm running on empty. Yeah, I'm over. Hey, he's the game, we control the information. Keep them looking down at the screens. No matter what they do, just keep that information coming you. No matter how fake it might be, in fact, I'll make it as fake as possible so they cannot go home and take their eyes off it. No, we want them there day and night. Oh, do what you gotta do, don't stop. You can't go home neither. And we got you over time, yeah. But you got to get them on mind control. Oh, we're almost there. Feeding a little longer, yeah, they're getting stronger. That connection to hate. Oh, gonna unleash them on each other soon. Then we do. An hour later, you can come back and get you something. I'm gonna give it to you later. It's better for me. I don't know, cause I'm gonna dig deep. Gonna find something. I'm gonna find something to take you down with. Running on empty. You're running on empty. Misdirection, yeah, it's the same thing you see when the magician's on the screen, pointing one way, yeah, you're doing in the other. Wondering why I can't see where the bunny, the rabbit went in that hop just to popping out. Got me looking one way, doing something in the other. Holding out one hand, got the stuff in the other, and I don't know why I'm not going undercover, looking in the back end, as if you realize what's going on. Oh, they got an agenda that they be pushing on, and if you're looking on the surface, you're not gonna find a thing, cause they be hiding it down below. No matter if you put the search query in, you're not gonna find a thing, cause they've been hiding it under your nose, yeah. You gotta look with some crazy codex, you gotta find, yeah, you gotta find yourself some sort of translator to get the information over. I found it in Russian, that I found it, so I gotta find a translator. Oh, I'm gonna do it later. Running on empty, running on empty. Say you're running on empty. Run, 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 run. It's a big game, and they just like fish. Yeah, they put out the fishing rod and they put their worm on the end. Yeah, and everybody going to try to grab you with that hook and they pull you in. There's no getting away. Yeah, you got to go before it's too late. So truly wake up, and be aware of everything that's going on around you before it's over. And if you start just saying yes and getting in line, I worry for you, cause there's no time left for you. You can't be a yes man, you gotta question everything, and if you don't, I gotta question you. Got my Cadillac, take you right, no looking back. I'm gonna stop by the gas station, fill it up, and go another 500 miles. And I'm gonna see where I'm at. When you're running empty, you gotta get up and you gotta make a new memory, because it's gonna get stale right quick. Yeah, and you can pick your moment, you got to stick to it, you got to make the most of it. Yeah. And so you running on empty, you running on empty. Fill the tank, I got behind the wheel, I made my way as far as I go, as far as I can see. And I ain't looking back, no one looking back at me. I'm trying to run away, yeah, but you can't run away from you. No, yeah, you're running on you got no way to get it home before you got to get your mind back, your time back. You ain't getting nothing back, so you got to try to settle back in, settle back in. Running on them days, you're running on them days. Behind the car, you hope you're gonna go far before the hill drops you down to the bottom. You put it in neutral and you gonna sit behind the wheel. You're steering down the way. Hope you get close to the next gas and then you're gonna fill the tank and say thank you, my friend, because it was scary. I didn't know if I would get here. It started getting night. I heard a werewolf howling. Didn't want to be alone out there. I pushed as hard as I can. Got here in the end, my friend. And every time we turn around, we see someone in the mirror, and we're wondering if it's coming getting clearer and closer. We want to take us down. We're on our way out of town. Don't stop me, I don't want you to hold me down. Run.
Throw that freaking pick, dude. That's what we call a pick throw, people. Look, when you come out to the Renaissance Man show, you have to understand that whole song right there was a live improvisation. Every word, every melody, every piece of music, every guitar lick, every single thing, the bass line, the horn section, it was all improvised live in the moment. That crazy rap scat thing, That's the moment happening. We do it every single day. There's 104 of those moments on iTunes. Just go and download it. Every song is just, it speaks to this time in history. I think it's one of the most truthful. I mean, if you think about this, at the end of this year, there will be 169 songs from me, from just this year. And each of those songs tells a story about a time where you couldn't speak, a time where if you did, you were shut down. You couldn't ask questions. If you did, you were shut down. You couldn't look at the data or the science and say, that's interesting, or they'll shut you down. I said this to many people, especially here in the Renaissance Man show on YouTube. We're on YouTube. If you guys haven't over on Big O, if you could head over to YouTube and subscribe over there, because there's 1,500 videos. There's so many great comedy bits. There's so many great songs. There's so many great inspirational moments. And then there's 986 days of this show in HD. All you got to do is head over, subscribe, and ding the bell, because if not, they will unsubscribe you. I've created a bit of an, unknown war. And it's such a weird thing, because there's so many people are in the same shoes, where they're creating content that could have an impact if it was heard. So they specifically make sure you don't hear it. And the people who found this program would tell you that we've been doing a lot of things here that can change this world in a positive way. Not for everybody, but for people who do want a positivity, people who do want to find something that will lift them up instead of drag them down into the dirts of life. That's what the show is. Everybody's welcome. I don't care what your religion is. Religion doesn't matter. Before religion, it was just you and me. Spirits, souls, intertwined, just born in different parts of the world. You were born into a family that said this is what you needed to believe. I was born into a family that said this is what you need to believe. We were both indoctrinated. The question is, what's the truth? It doesn't matter. What matters is that when you connect to what you believe, there's a feeling that courses through you. It's the same feeling that everybody gets when they connect to their faith. If you look back through time and you see how many people have killed over a religion, and you now could just take the one thought and say, well, geez, they were all in love with a specific faith, and they felt theirs was correct and everybody else's wasn't. But you know what? When they were praying and I was praying and that person was praying, we all felt the same way when we connected. Wasn't that interesting? Of course you did. Because names were created by humans. The spirit, the prime creator, God, doesn't have a name. God, we created the name God. It's not his name or its name. What is the name of God? It's interesting. I think in the Bible it says something like Yahweh, right? I had this thought. It was a crazy one, but the way it says in the Bible, I thought that perhaps when they said, what is my name or your name, it says Yahweh, that those 4 letters were actually a location, a northeast, west, like a latitude, longitude location on the planet. Because I think it's the spirit of the universe. It's not a person. It's not a name. There's the name. What? We're living in a time right now where everything's manufactured for us. Everything is engineered in order to keep us to believe some lie that is literally so horribly crafted that anybody who had sense could see through it. Nothing they're doing makes sense. When you're living in a world where there is no protection, theoretically, and then there's a force situation going on where, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. I refuse to give up my freedom, and I'm already giving up my ability to speak how I'd like to. Right now I'm being so vague because I can't say any words. If I say anything at all, like, the tube will just cut me off and boot me. Oh, he spoke about this. Oh my goodness. What, the world can't make a decision after they listen to a few people speak? Well, you know, I like what that person said. I don't agree with what Mark had to say. But no, you can't even speak, Mark. You can't even give us your opinion. Because if you do, then we just boot you from the platform. What the frig? Are you kidding me? You guys are that sensitive? You can't allow, like, conflicting conversation, debate? What happened? We're in a world we can't debate things anymore. We can't question science, especially the way you read the science and the way the world should read, the way the world read science until you decide to read it a different way. No, you can't. You can't do that. Oh, we're going to pull you. These people all in cahoots together, and you're going to trust them over the American people, over the people of this world. And listen, the moment we became a world where no one can post without having the police, the internet police, involved. I have a funny bit here called Goggle Moderators. You guys should come over to YouTube and watch that. It's a lot of fun. And basically, because you can't say it, Goggle Moderators, you got goggles on? Like, you gotta clean those goggles if you're going to be moderating for the Renaissance Man Show. What are you doing? Taking down, it was Raven, actually, that they took down, which I didn't like. You don't mess with Raven. You know what I mean? So, look, guys, we here on the Renaissance Man Show on YouTube are at 2 hours. Jeez. Tomorrow, we do it all over again. Don't forget that. Until then, fam and friends, Christine, Daniel, Sig, Sub-Zero, Trish, and everybody over on Big O, you got to head over to YouTube and at least subscribe, so if you don't see me on Big O, you can join us on YouTube. It's live every night for 2 hours. Sometimes over, but it's Sunday night, and I'm a real estate agent, and that's where I make my money. So tomorrow, I got to get up and make some money. You know what I'm saying? So until then, friends and fam, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance, man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go.